John followed his mom out onto the deck. She barked orders to the crew in the same intense voice she used when she called John by his full name. Like the time he'd cleaned gravel off his hands in the kitchen sink and jammed up the garbage disposal. "Avast, you sea dogs! All hands on deck! Weigh anchor and hoist the mainsail!" John's mom yelled. "If but a one of you moves like a landlubber, there's gonna be some keel hauling for the lot of you." John skipped to a stop. His mom was absolutely terrifying. He turned and ran back to the captain's quarters. Blackbird hadn't left his perch at the aft of the cabin, where he leaned out the windows to get a better look. John joined him. Blackbeard's gray smoke cloud was unmistakable as he approached the ship. "He's getting closer," Blackbird muttered. "Best to disembark now and face the guns." "What? Why?" John asked. "He's gonna kill me for going back on my word. Better to get it out of the way," Blackbird said. John left the window and he walked to the captain's desk, where a large cutlass lay in rest. "I talked to Anne, his daughter. She said he only likes to intimidate. He doesn't want to kill you," John said, and John slid the cutlass off the desk, testing its weight and trying to practice a pirate-type slash. Blackbird snatched the sword from John's hand. "All the more reason to go ashore," Blackbird said. "You'll be abandoned here. We're taking the ship," John claimed. "Well, that's Blackbeard we're talking about. This is kind of his island, you know. He's kind of like the boss. He's kind of like El Jefe. He's like top of the top." Blackbird sheathed the cutlass. "I don't even know what you think I could do." John wondered what he would do in Blackbeard's situation. There was the obvious. You could put on more guns than Blackbeard, and you could demonstrate some serious skills with the deadly pirate cutlass. But as John watched Blackbird pace up and down the cabin, repeatedly buttoning and unbuttoning his coat, John was sure the captain wasn't to that level of intimidation. There was, however, one thing he could do. "You could regain control of your ship." "From your mom? No, she's a mad woman. She definitely has the control." Blackbird fell into his seat, crossed his arms on the desk, and he let his head slam into his arms, sending his tri-cornered hat scattering across the deck. "She's not..." John was about to say mad, but seeing her on the deck had really been something frightful, and he hedged with, "She's not all the way mad." "Apparently nobody told you about the Jaguar incident," Blackbird said with his arms crossed. "The Jaguar?" John asked. Blackbird sat up and stared at John. "She killed a jaguar with her bare hands." "Her bare hands?" John was amazed. First a shark, and now a jaguar? Who is this lady? What happened to my mom here? "Well, technically she had a rock, but I mean, even that's pretty intense. Might as well call her the scourge of the natural world," Blackbird sighed. "Had a rock? Had a rock?" the parrot said from its corner roost. The ship lurched. The sway of the sea increased to a slow rock that alternated between the front and the back side. "Well, looks like we're underway," Blackbird said. "Too late to do anything now." John returned to the back aft window. The ship pulled away from the docks just as Blackbeard ran down them. John could tell the pirate was yelling something, but the words he was saying didn't make much sense. Blackbird looked out the window next to John. "Full smoky beard. Wow. Just wow," Blackbird said, but Blackbeard pulled a pistol from his bandolier and he aimed at John and the Blackbird. John ducked the shot. He heard the bang of the gun firing. "Don't worry, lad. We're out of range," Blackbird said. John looked back out the window, and Blackbeard dropped the spent pistol and drew another. Bang! And another. Bang! Gun after gun was yanked loose and fired. The window frame splintered next to John's head. He ducked again, covering his face. When he peeked out, he saw Blackbird crouching next to him. "Maybe we're not all the way out of range," Blackbird said. Bang! And bang again. Splinters rained around John. When John had counted 12 pistol shots, he dared to look out the window again. Blackbeard and his pirates loaded into a rowboat. John and Blackbird watched as the gray, smoky trail crossed the harbor to the massive Queen Anne's Revenge. Oh no. I'm a dead man.